what pot actually is. Florida's got the craziest laws because Florida's trying to protect their pain pill industry. So with Florida, they make it so illegal. This is one of the things they do in Florida. They hire undercover cops to pretend to be high school students. Specifically, a hot woman. They hired a 25-year-old hot woman to pretend to be a high school student, flirt with boys, get those boys to sell her weed, and then arrest them. I don't like to use the word cunt. When I use it, I want it to mean something. That's a cunt. That lady's a piece of fucking human garbage, you fucking asshole. Here's the thing. Not only is it not fair, that is one of the most sexist stories you'll ever hear. Here's why it's sexist. It's sexist against boys. Here's why. You could never imagine that story if the genders were reversed. If you found out that a 25-year-old man was throwing dick at your 17-year-old daughter, and he talked her into selling him weed, and then he arrested her, we would light that motherfucker on fire in the street, right? But if it was my own son who got arrested by that cop, I'd be like, how'd it go? Tell me what happened. A record. You worried about your record? You got a story, dude. You got a story. You're the first guy ever to get arrested by an undercover cop you thought was his girlfriend. It's a fucking hell of a story. Some people are like hard asses about it. They're like, should have known better. He's almost 18. Yeah, but he's almost 16 too. Which is almost 15. That's like a little kid. Do you remember what you were like when you were 17? You didn't know what the fuck was going on. And this kid wasn't even a drug dealer. This kid, it's not like he got caught. No, this kid was a straight A student that thought he was getting pot for his girlfriend. He even tried to give it to her. She wouldn't accept it. She wanted to give him money so she could arrest him. But he had to know. He was a smart kid. He had to know. He had to know something was off. Because, like, here's what it's like. A 25-year-old woman is not the same as a 17-year-old girl. They look similar, but they're not the same. Here's what it's like. I had this dog once that I got from the pound. And you know how you get a dog? Are you comparing women to dogs? No. You'll see. The dog, she was a sweetheart of a dog, but she had been in the pound too long. She was real sketchy. And I would bring her around other dogs, and like when a dog's been in the pound, like every other dog, they think is gonna take their food or take their bed. So I'd take her to the dog park, and she'd see dogs and go, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. And every dog would be like, whoa, jeez. That's how she acted with every single dog. Till one day I brought her to the dog park, and somebody brought a wolf. Some fucking hippie asshole with wooden beads on, wearing sandals. This motherfucker brought a thing that eats dogs into a cage filled with dogs. My dog looked at that wolf and looked at me and went, that's not a fucking dog! Ah! She knew. I don't know how she knew. She didn't grow up in Alaska. She wasn't a Montana dog. How the fuck did she know? But she knew. Somehow. That had to be what it was like when that 17-year-old boy was around that 25-year-old woman. Like, where'd you go to school? She's like touching him. Because 17-year-old girls don't sound anything like 25-year-old women. You ever talk to a 17-year-old kid? They don't know what the fuck they're saying. They're basically just practicing talking. They've only been talking for like a few years. They don't know how to make shit sound good. They're like, have you heard the new Drake song? It's so fire. You're like, the fuck did you do to my ears? Meanwhile, the 25-year-old cop's like, let's go back to my house, smoke some pot, and snuggle. That kid's like, you have a house? How the fuck did you get a house? Your dumb friend's like, she saves, bro. My cousin did it. My cousin bought a house. Kids are always lying. 17-year-old kids, yeah, my cousin bought 3 houses by the time he was 4. What? 4. 17, you should know better. You know how crazy that is to say?